Born in post-war London, he was homeless at 5 and in an orphanage at the age of 7. John Bird soon had a criminal record and spent time in prison. But the founder of The Big Issue turned his life around, launching a successful printing and publishing business. His own story leading him to an inspirational idea.
13 years ago, I hoped there'd be a day when The Big Issue would be irrelevant. But that's not the case. It's still needed today, and there are still problems out there on the streets.
And the problems faced by the homeless are immense and truly frustrating. But The Big Issue is a publication that aims to enable homeless people to earn a legal income through opportunities to help themselves. Authorised vendors buy the magazine for a fee from The Big Issue and double that price to sell it on the streets, keeping the difference. Bird co-founded The Big Issue in 1991. Today, more than 450,000 copies are sold each week in Britain alone, facilitating thousands into secure accommodation and getting back into work.
If you look at the people on the streets and you see people begging, you've got to realise that it's only the tip of the social iceberg. And behind them are many, many other homeless people being kept off the streets. It's about thriving, not surviving.
John Bird believes in offering a hand up, not a handout, and says that earning an income is the first step on the journey away from homelessness. Britain's Prince Charles was struck by the problems facing the homeless when he met a former school friend during a visit to the offices of The Big Issue. The old friend had attended an exclusive private school with Charles, but fell on hard times, ending up living on the streets of London and turning to the magazine for help and support. Charles went on to write an article for the magazine, highlighting homelessness as one of the biggest problems facing many young people today. But with the numbers of people living on the streets only increasing, former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair decided it was time for radical change.
I think that we all recognise that there's probably been no more visible symbol of divisions in society than people sleeping rough in our streets.
Measures to tackle the problem of street sleeping were unveiled by the government, but the strategy was criticised by many.
Well, the major reservation I have is about the idea of coercing people off the streets. I don't think that's a good idea, and certainly I can't imagine The Big Issue sitting idly by if that happened.
John Bird has become a champion of the people and dubbed a social entrepreneur. One of the leading dynamic forces behind the issue of homelessness, he has been recognised for his creative approach to addressing the needs of those living on the streets. He is the recipient of the acclaimed Beacon Prize for Creative Giving. The award has become known as the Nobel Prize of the charity world. What started as a UK charity to help the disadvantaged has spread across the globe, and John Bird's focus has become international.
Down to Skid Row in south central Los Angeles and to downtown Los Angeles, you will get tremendous social problems which will make it look like the third world.
The largest percentages of America's homeless are in South and Metro Los Angeles. Around 20% are not US citizens. A high percentage are veterans. Almost half are African Americans.
If we're going to stop people from becoming homeless, we need to restore benefit cuts to homeless young people and also to put much more effort into helping youngsters leaving care to live in stable accommodation.
The Big Issue is one of the world's leading social businesses, giving homeless people the opportunity to earn a legitimate income. Though the problem is huge, John Bird's energy and commitment is inspirational.